Today's subscription spot, we are having a look at the Bakers Krate Natural Local Fresh subscription box service. This is a subscription box service that delivers made like dessert items to your door. Because of that, it's one of the only boxes on the front that says may contain traces of nuts, wheat, soy, dairy, eggs, gluten, seeds, and other allergens. And also, on the side of the box, protect from heat, because again, these are going to be dessert items, again, delivered to your house every single month. If you guys are interested in subscribing to the Bakers Krate, have sweets and goodies delivered to your house every single month, you can click the link down below and subscribe today. Without further ado, let's reach off camera, grab myself my knife. I'm going to cut the tape that's on the front. And we'll open up the box. Oh, look at this! They actually put a fork inside. Little wooden fork. And on the fork itself it says #Bakers Krate. Now, see that? Spot was actually preparing himself. I actually brought a knife and fork to this party. But I may not need it. I've got a little wooden fork. Very nice. We've also got some thermal insulating material in there to keep everything kind of at a good temperature. We'll just move that to the side. And we've got Bakers Krate, www.bakerskrate. Now that's crates, K-R-A-T-E, crate. On the back, oh, this is going to be the death of me. This month's Bakers Krate menu: Raspberry Imperial Cookie, Saskatoon Imperial Cookie. It gives you some best before dates as well. Chocolate Brownie Square, Blueberry Crumble, Vanilla Cakette, and Red Velvet Cakette. Not good for somebody that's probably trying to go on a diet, but you know what? We have to spoil ourselves from time to time. We got Bakers Krate there as well. A brief read-up says Bakers Krate is a subscription box club that delivers freshly baked goods straight to your door. Whether it's like sweet or savory, we've got you covered. Tired of bakery hopping to find out what's good? We do the research and bring the good stuff to you. By subscribing to Bakers Krate, you not only get a box of delicious treats, but you also support the local bakeries that made the treats you're enjoying right now. Which was also one of the noble causes that I wanted to get Bakers Krate here too, because Spot's obviously a big fan of supporting local. It doesn't really matter what it is, local bakeries, local artists, you know. It's always nice to support the smaller companies out there, the smaller bakeries and stuff like that out there that are getting their crafts out. There you go, Bakers Krate. Okay, so I'm going to keep my little card here handy, and again, we're going to kind of go through things together as we look at this month's. Oh boy, oh boy. Also got ourselves a letter, which has a little piece of tape here. Oh, look at this, and there's also ingredients in there as well. It doesn't show you necessarily how to make it, but it shows you at least the ingredients. So if you have certain allergies to things, you don't have to necessarily worry. That at least you can read through it and know exactly what you're eating. That's good. I like that. Nice little appreciated touch. Okay, so we got ourselves. It looks like we might have got one of each item, maybe possibly two of each items. Some of these actually have two, and this one looks like it has one. Okay, so let's open these up. Oh boy, oh boy. For the greater good of the video, Spot's just gonna have to enjoy some sweet desserts. I'm so sorry, guys. No, don't even say another word. I'm sorry. It's something I can I'll do it for you. That's the least I can do. Okay, so first things first, we've got ourselves the Red Velvet Cakette. You don't need to eat a whole red velvet cake. A drop of moist red velvet cake covered in white chocolate. Oh, and actually, you know what? While we review these things, this was from Cakeology, 85 Arthur Street in Winnipeg, Manitoba. R3B0S8. And then it gives you best before dates. Best before August 21st, we're still okay. Okay, so we're gonna, I don't know if I necessarily need, I'm gonna try to be civilized about this. without, of course, making debris and mess everywhere. There's the red velvet cake inside. Looks delicious. White chocolate on the outside. Let's give it a try. The red velvet's nice and moist. I do like that. The white chocolate, the thing with white chocolate is, I think whenever I eat white chocolate stuff, it has to be in small amounts. If this was on an entire cake, and again, this is good why it's a cakeette, I don't know if I could eat an entire cake of it because it is very sweet. Some would say something cannot be sweet enough, but I don't know. A lot of white chocolate can be overly sweet, at least in my opinion. I think by having it in a little small cakeette size, it's just the right amount. It gives you that, your sweet tooth craving, it gives you the fix, but again, you're not eating an entire, if this was like a big slab, and I say big slab, it's probably going to be about the size of a loaf of bread. If I was going to eat that much cake with the white chocolate, I probably would find it a little too sweet, but this is just the right amount. That's quite nice. And also, the labels on each bag tell you where it's from. www.cakeology.ca if you guys want to check out more from them. Moving along, let's just move the craft paper aside. And we got two of these. Perhaps one for me and one for a friend of mine. You, come on in. Come on in. We'll share it together. Next we have, I'm going to actually leave that one for last. Next we're going to try, this is the Saskatoon Imperial Cake. 2 layers of shortbread sugar cookies sandwiched with Saskatoon jam and iced with royal icing. Oh my goodness. Also coming to us from Cakeology. www.cakeology.com. Inside. I'm actually just gonna break a piece. Oh, it's so soft. My weakness, if anything, and I have many weaknesses, you'd be surprised. I have probably a good list of weaknesses. One of my main weaknesses, though, is shortbread. I love a good shortbread. Okay, so there's the jam on the inside, some royal icing on the top. Here we go, Saskatoon Imperial Cookie. Give it a try. Of course, the shortbread is extremely buttery smooth. I'm not crazy when it comes to dry shortbread, but the shortbread that has that really soft, kind of velvety, buttery flavor, that's so good. And then we got the little Saskatoon. And Saskatoon, I think, is a specific berry, Saskatoon berries, and then they've made it into a jam. It's kind of like, and this is probably not the best comparison, but it's probably like the equivalent of a blueberry crossed with like a strawberry. It's kind of like that flavor. It tastes like it wants to be strawberry, but it's kind of, or raspberry and blueberry. Kind of like a combination of the two. The royal icing on the top is very sweet, but not overly sweet. That is good. Moving into actually the same category, similar category I should say, from also the cakeology.ca, we have the Raspberry Imperial Cookie. 2 shortbread cookies once again, sandwiched with this time raspberry jam and iced with royal icing. I didn't break off nearly as clean of a piece as I did with the other one. See the raspberry jam in the inside there? Oh, such a soft weakness. Oh, I crumble at shortbread. Let's give it a try. Again, the shortbread is extremely buttery. It's like basically as soon as you bite into it, it just dissolves into your mouth. The raspberry jam is very nice. It's not a lot of raspberry jam, but it's like just the right amount. And then the royal icing on the top. Sweet, but not overly sweet. Put that to the side. And then we got two other items in here. One is the chocolate brownie from Goodies. This is the chocolate brownie square. A little soft piece of chocolate nirvana, a soft brownie cake layer, generously a layer of decadent milk chocolate. It also indicates too, due to weather conditions, the brownie may arrive slightly melted or moist. And this comes to us from the Goodies. Goodies Bake Shop, 1124 Ellis Avenue in Winnipeg, Manitoba, R3G0E4. And I think for this, I'm going to just peel a little bit back here. I'm going to take my fork, which covered a little bit by the very sweet red velvet cake. Let's try a little bit of the brownie. The one thing I like about this brownie that I'm not crazy about with other brownies, I don't know why people do this, is peanuts or nuts. I don't know why people put nuts in brownies. That's not really my thing. It might be your thing, but it's not really my thing. I expected it to actually be a more darker chocolate. I'm pleasantly happy to report that it's more of a milk chocolate than a dark chocolate. Dark chocolate brownies, I like more semi-sweet if you ask me, if the survey was going around. By the way, www.goodiesbakeshop.com if you guys want to check out more from Goodies. And lastly, in this box, we've got Goodies Blueberry Crumble. This is going to be the death of me. I am such a sucker for crumble. Which crumble are basically, there's different variations to crumble, but in a nutshell, it's some sort of jam or like a preserve. It's like you can have apple crumble, you can have peach crumble. I like more of a berry crumble personally, but it's a fruit or something on the bottom, and then you put like a crumble on the top. And I'm actually gonna just bring the box over a little bit. I just don't want to get debris all over the place. Once again, I grab my fork, which I didn't really even need the, I say fancy, fancy cutlery. It's not even close. The blueberry crumble is a seasonal favorite. A juicy blueberry layer covered with soft, crumbly topping. Warm it in the microwave for 20 seconds and it will be like enjoying a fresh baked blueberry pie right out of the oven. Now, I'm not actually going to warm this up. Theoretically, I could be warming it up in my hand right now, but I'm just going to take it as, I'm just going to eat it as is. Also come to us from the folks over at Goodies Bake Shop, 1124 Ellis Avenue, Winnipeg, Manitoba, R3G0E4. Once again, I'm going to grab my fork. So cool that they included a fork. I got crumble all over my hand and everything else. That's what the crumble looks like. Imagine putting like vanilla ice cream on that. Oh boy, oh boy, boy. So much for a diet. Well, if you're going to go out with a smile. That's what Joker always used to say. Here we go. Let's give it a try, the blueberry crumble. I had to just like sit there for a second just to kind of take everything in. Very, very buttery. Almost a similar butter flavor to that of the shortbread. The blueberry is nice. It's not tart. I'm not crazy about a super tart blueberry compo or whatever, like a pie filling. It's got just the right bit of sweetness to it without being overly sweet. And again, I'm not crazy about overly sweet items. That is solid. I'm trying to even, based on the stuff that we've looked at, based on the 6 items that we had to look at, I think my favorite would probably be the shortbread. That would be probably my personal favorite. If you guys are definitely interested in having Bakers Krate delivered to your house every single month. Bakers Krate. Natural, local, and fresh items delivered to your house every single month. You can click the link down below and subscribe to Bakers Krate. I'm going to be about 600 pounds. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more subscription spots heading your way, as of course we have a look at other items that can come to your house every single month. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.